Carrie is having an identity crisis because her storylines aren't driven by Big or Samantha. She doesn't have them to lean on to. She had so many topics to write about, not just because of her friend's dating life, but her dating life. She was rejected and dejected, and she dated around, but she always loved Big. And so she is suffering because he's gone. And the same with Samantha. And many might say, well, she's actually closer to Miranda and even close to Charlotte. She can't write about Charlotte and Miranda, and I'll get into that. But she could write about the free bird Samantha. She loved dating and being single and didn't want to settle down and have kids. And so, in this era of dating, the ideal is Samantha. It's not necessarily Miranda, and I'll tell you why. Because Carrie would have to walk on eggshells to tell Miranda's story right, because Miranda has discovered that she is a lesbian now. How does Carrie, someone who is straight, a cis straight white woman, wealthy now, how does she write about that perspective she's never lived? She can't tell Miranda's story. This is an awakening for Miranda. If anyone's to write that story, it should be Miranda. Charlotte's in the relationship she's always dreamed about. So, what could Carrie really write about? Her readers want to know about dating life in New York City. Even when she settled down and she wrote a couple of books, they didn't do so well. And so, what does she write about now? Does she write about being a widow to a man who really wasn't all that great to her, who stood her up at the altar? She is suffering from nothingness because she doesn't have Big and Samantha to lean on to. They were crutches for her as it relates to her identity and, of course, her dating life. Samantha told her what it was. Miranda's not telling her to leave Aiden. Samantha would. She's waiting for Aiden not because she loves him, but because without him, there's nothing else to do. This version of Carrie is unrecognizable. I think that's a huge issue with how these writers and the showrunner is writing Carrie. They want her to be without flaws, and that's just not realistic. What do you think? Are you enjoying And Just Like That? Are you ready for it to be canceled? Do you recognize this Carrie Bradshaw? Are you rooting for her and Aiden to work? Or are you just over this show and ready for HBO to cancel it?